everybody, it's Marissa. Thanks for coming back to see me. This is week 142, here to give you an update about how things are going in my weight loss journey. I've been doing well. It's been a pretty good week. I did the Renew show on Tuesday night, which is so much fun. I mean, I really enjoyed that. I have to say, I want to say a special thank you once again to the hosts of the Renew show, Julie, Rob, and Khalif, for allowing me to be a guest on the show, because I think it's really valuable and it was so much fun. It was the first time I ever did any kind of like live show panel, especially just talking exclusively about my personal experience in weight loss. So I was a little nervous, but I'm glad it went well and it was super fun, and I was just so amazed at how fast it went, and I just really enjoyed everyone's participation. Your questions were great. I hope I got to all of them. I did go back and follow up in the comment section, and thank you to everybody that subscribed after they saw the Renew show to follow my journey. I greatly appreciate it. Everyone, your support means so much, and it's a long journey, and just as I talked about, you know, it's very up and down day to day, and it really means a lot to me when people take an interest in my story, because this is very personal, and you know, I definitely, you know, put myself out there to benefit others and also to benefit myself, of course, because like I was saying on the show that, you know, I reflect on these videos a lot because things just don't always tend to go super smoothly as much as you would like them to, and a lot of times this kind of just brings me back down to earth and puts things back into perspective, if you will. So I'm really grateful that I had that opportunity. Other than that, my week has been pretty typical. Well, not typical in the way it usually is. I have not gone to Zumba this week. I have been walking a lot more outside, taking advantage of the nice weather. Unfortunately, things really there was a shakeup with the schedule at my Zumba studio, and unfortunately I'm such a creature of habit that I have not been able to get used to the new schedule. Classes are starting a little bit later, instructors are switching around, and my membership ran out Tuesday night, and I didn't go to Zumba obviously because I was doing the show, and I walked that night instead, and I just have not been back to renew my membership, and things have just been kind of crazy at work. I feel like I'm making all these excuses, and I'm not trying to sound like that, but from a really honest place, you know, things have been crazy at work. We have a huge event that we're hosting Wednesday night. We have an event the night before as well that we're hosting, so this is an annual thing that it's kind of like our showcase event. It's a lot of work. It's run exclusively by our department, and we're kind of in the thick of it right now. Very long days. I'm extremely tired. And yeah, it's been a good week, but it's been different. And then to top it all off, I thought I was gonna get back to Zumba Saturday morning. I figured, you know, I'll just go bright and early Saturday morning. I'll do it Sunday as well. I got a message from a friend of mine that asked me if I was ready for our, you know, picnic night out on Friday, and I said, oh, what are you talking about? I had made plans to go with one of my very best friends to go see Sting in the Chicago area, and I thought that was next month. I have been crazy with this wedding, different appointments for different things, and I completely forgot. So I felt kind of guilty because I had plans to spend the day with Justin tomorrow. He's off from work and I get off a half day. So I thought we were going to be hanging, and then I find that I'm going to be leaving work and going to Chicago. So I'll be returning Saturday, but I do hope to be able to make it to Zumba Sunday morning. That is the plan. But then again, next week is nuts with our big event for work. It's just, I just need to make the commitment and go, and just stop trying to be held back by these different obstacles, because life is always going to throw you obstacles. But I have to say, what crazy this week has been, I'm at least thankful that I've at least done some walking. My eating has been okay. Still logging on my FitnessPal. I did update my screen name. I'm no longer Marissa C96. This is my new screen name. It's Maris underscore, or Maris, M-A-R-I-S, and underscore Swan. My last name is obviously going to be changing very soon, so I just kind of wanted to start gathering some things little by little and making these changes, because I know I'm going to be bombarded with all these changes once I have to do all this stuff legally. So anyway, just to update you on that, if anybody's trying to follow me there, which I'm always I always post my food diaries, and yeah, still doing my water, gotten my 100 ounces of water every day. Tonight was a very, very laid back kind of night. So nothing much to report. I definitely say the highlight was Tuesday night, their new show. So if you have not seen my episode and you're interested in seeing my episode, there's a link for it in the box down there. It's really, I found it to be very entertaining. I had super fun. It was the first time I was using this webcam for my laptop, so it was different for me, but I really enjoyed it, and I think it was such a cool group of people to be around, and everybody that contributed, like I said, with the questions and that, it was just super fun, and it was amazing how fast the time went. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but I just want to reiterate those points because it really was a fantastic opportunity to do that during this part of my journey, and yeah, it was just really great. So check that out if you have some time. Also on Tuesday night, I talked about how I really got to the moment where I knew I needed to make a drastic change in my health if I wanted to change the quality of my life, and I talked about taking a business trip to Colorado, and where it all kind of came to a head for me. You know, the struggles I faced traveling, how I was winded and tired, and how I had just really gotten so overweight that I really was out of control as far as, you know, how I was going to get a handle on things. And it's crazy because I really thought I didn't have any images or anything from that trip, because I remember just not feeling very confident about myself, and I remember taking photographs on that trip and deleting them. Well, weirdly enough, I was cleaning out my camera, this very camera that I'm using, because I was getting ready, preparing myself to go to the Sting show tomorrow night, and oddly enough, I found 2 images from that trip in my camera that I didn't even have any inclination were still in existence. I really remember taking the pictures, and it's funny because I'm standing in front of a restaurant called Tortilla Marissa, and I always wondered what happened to these pictures because I thought they were just destroyed forever, but I found them, so I'm going to show you that picture. So this is me at the height of my frustration with my weight, and as you can see, I'm very extremely overweight, and this picture to me is like one of the last full body shots that I have of myself pre-op, because at that time I was taking pictures from like the neck up. I mean, I wasn't taking any type of like full body shot pictures, and this one is really really shows you the full view of really my desperation and just how much I had gotten to the point where I didn't know what to do. So when I talk about, you know, feeling very frustrated, this is exactly why I felt that way. So take a look at this picture. So yeah, that is me in full. That's completely a very honest picture, because I think it wasn't until I actually saw that picture when I took it then that I realized, holy cow, you've got a problem. But I'm so grateful that it was still on my camera. I mean, I didn't even know, and I had looked through like different files in my computer. I mean, I really searched because I remember taking it, and all this time it was buried in these pictures. So that's from spring of 2010. So that was like 3 years ago. And I just didn't know they were there, so I wanted to share that. Anyway, that's it for now. I will be back next week for another update. That's the other thing. I'm really focusing on staying committed to my updates. It keeps me on track. It keeps me accountable. It's worked well for me so far. I have no intention of stopping. So thank you for your support. Thank you, and hello to all my new subscribers. Thank you for following my journey, and of course to all my faithful viewers, thank you for sticking with me all this time. Your support means everything, and I will speak to you all very soon. Have a wonderful weekend. Take care. Bye.